Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and today I'm going to do something I've never done on this channel before. I'm going to show you a couple of little video clips. Maybe it's just that I have finally arrived technologically at a place where I'm comfortable showing you a couple of things like that. I've never really done much of that because I didn't want to get privacy strikes or anything like that, but these are a couple of short Twitter videos that I think are okay to show. So you will get to see them. This is the debut. It's the first time. All right. First, let's look at this market. This is coin market cap, and what I'm noticing in this market is this market keeps growing. I mean, we're getting a lot of new money that comes into the system, and then we're not having mega pullbacks. We're having slight pullbacks, and then it wants to go back green, and that's kind of what we've seen in the past in bull runs, is that the market, even though you do have pullbacks, because that's the natural order of things, it just keeps on fighting right on back, because it's kind of like, it's like this bear's gotten tired. That's the vibe I get. All right. Okay, let me show you. I wanted to show you this. Now, this isn't the first time I've heard this number. This is the second time I've heard this specific number, and this is one of the only guys who's a trader that I even follow. He's Joker at Kia Crypto. XRP USD estimate TP.33 can be extended to 49 cents. Did you sell at the bottom and XRP pumped right after, or are you buying the top and the market crashes? How do you trade? Are you bullish, or are you expecting new low? I share mine. What's yours? And this is what he says. Ripple still standing strong. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Technically speaking, XRP monthly chart is forming a bullish flag. If it breaks out, XRP new all-time high incoming. Estimated TP $5.73. PS, bullish patterns may fail. In this case, it breaks down estimated TP 0.005. Now that's a pretty bold upside and downside claim. But I just cover these, and I always give you my disclaimer. I don't know anything about charting or trading. That's not my bag. There's only one or two people that I ever really show with regard to this kind of stuff, and I always give the disclaimer. This is just their opinions and their analysis. X-Men XRP at XRP33 sent me this. This is from Brad Garlinghouse. Every day I'm humbled by this insanely talented team. That's what makes Ripple the best workplace. And he's tweeting out this tweet from Ripple, which is excited to be recognized as one of Fortune magazine's best places to work in the Bay Area 2020. And I wanted to show you this. I went and clicked on this, and then I clicked through to their little Great Place certification or whatever, and it shows a little bit of information about Ripple. And as you go down, employee experience, 91% say it's a great place to work, and it's got all these different things that the employees say. But then I thought this was interesting down here. They have weekly in-office yoga in Ripple, and this is Ripple because you can see the little Ripple logo back there on these. We've seen these before in some of the Ripple drops and all. This looks like the perfect thumbnail. I grabbed right here, and then I put an XRP right there on the wall. That might just be our thumbnail today. All right, and then this was from MoneyGram. MoneyGram is, talk about some good promotion. The MoneyGram, let's call it the MoneyGram turnaround. MoneyGram was having financial issues last year, the year before, as I recall, and then all of a sudden Ripple buys into it, and now all it is great press coming out about MoneyGram. You think their competitors see that? We closed 2019 out strong, driven by strong performance from both the global consumer direct digital business and international walk-in business. Our international transactional growth has accelerated to 9%. Not a bad thing. Now, let's watch this video. First video ever really shown on this channel. Here we go.
We have Visa Debit, we have MasterCard, we have SWIFT, FedWire, the ACH system, all true, all have private sector participation in them and government participation. But this idea that there's a new rail created that's a blockchain rail that both bank and non-banks can participate in to settle transactions through a token, it's coming our way faster than we like, perhaps faster than the 5-year time frame you outlined. So I do think it's an important issue for the FSOC to continue.
How about them apples, folks? There you go. All right, and now, I hope you heard that. Chinu Patel, at Chinu Patel 29, sent me these, okay? And here's another one. Governor of the Bank of Canada, Stephen Poloz, talks about private digital currency in 2020 economic outlook. I'll have a lot more to say about this early in 2020. Everybody keeps saying this. Everybody keeps saying 2020, 2020. We're going to talk about this in 2020. It's going to happen in 2020, early 2020. I'm seeing a lot of this type talk, and it's not just out of government officials. It's out of from CEOs, Brad Garland, everybody, you name it, Coinfield CEO. Everybody's saying 2020, year of digital assets, 2020. So there you go. All right. Well, here's one right here. Listen to this.
The banknotes that you have in your pocket will always provide an important public good. That's an individual's sovereign right to make payments with an instrument that is universally accepted and final. Now, a private digital currency cannot deliver that, regardless of how innovative or widespread its use becomes. I mean, the other nice thing about cash is that it will still work even during power blackouts or cyber attacks. As a consequence, banknotes will probably always be around to some degree, if only as a contingency for unusual events. All things considered then, to me it's an open question whether the Bank of Canada would ever see the need to issue a currency in a digital form as a substitute for cash. But the world of money is evolving very rapidly, so we need to develop plans to deal with whatever contingency does arise. We'll have a lot more to say about this early in 2020.
Yes, he will. And then he goes on here. See if I can get this one to play.
And we need to understand these risks and apply appropriate regulation to them. So one area of particular interest to central banks in this regard is cross-border payments. So, as usual, the bank will be working on many more issues in 2020 than and we need to understand these risks.
So there you go. Okay, I hope those videos came through well. I'll try to start doing that more often. I think it's okay to show these things from Twitter. Okay, Free American Spirit. By the way, this is over here. You'll see this is one of my favorite things is the fact that Ripple follows me. I told you when I was invited to Swell that I received a direct message from Ripple. I think they followed me right before they sent me the direct message. This is one of my badges of honor that they follow me. That made my year last year. Okay. Free American Spirit, you can't grow if you don't work at it. Go, Ripple, work it, baby, work that thing. Now, what this is an article. Ripple spent $170,000 lobbying President Trump's staff on blockchain and cryptocurrency in 2019 open secrets. Now, what I would say to this is, does your digital asset have a lobby that's lobbying on behalf of the utility of your digital asset? Mine does. New numbers are revealing how Ripple is spending its money to shake blockchain. They spent $170,000 on this. American government says the group, which publishes the data. Open Secrets also notes Ripple spent $450,000 on lobbying in 2018. Go Ripple, go is what I say to that. XRP Bart at XRP Bart sent me this tweet from Ripple. The Asia Pacific market is ripe for blockchain to dramatically improve the process of sending global payments. Learn about the 2020 global payment opportunities in this region. And then we have this. Sergeant Obi-Wan was on fire today. He sent me several things. Here we go. The first is this. And this is eye-opening right here, folks. Global debt. Corporations, 2008, 104 trillion. 2018, 135 trillion. Households, 2008, 37 trillion. 2018, 47 trillion. Governments, 37 trillion in 2008, 2018, 67 trillion. Bitcoin's entire market cap, 237 billion. We are still very early. Folks, the amount of money that stands to flow into digital assets is literally every bit as obscene as this disaster that the governments of the world have created over the last 10 years. There are obscene amounts of money headed for digital assets, and this is a perfect illustration of that right there. XRP Crypto Wolf, the central bank of the Bahamas, rolls out digital currency platform to their employees. The platform will be rolled out to more areas in the Bahamas sooner rather than later. The Bahamas will launch their digital currency in Abaco by the end of February. So, question you ought to ask yourself is, when all these central banks start putting out their digital assets, we read already that China is finished with their testing, Central Bank of the Bahamas. When all of these guys start putting out their digital assets, the question you need to ask yourself is this: are these central bank digital currencies, digital assets, going to begin showing up as trading pairs with things like XRP and Bitcoin and all these others? And if they are, how much liquidity is that going to add to the system that potentially goes into your XRP investment or your Bitcoin investment? The answer to that question is trillions, folks. Trillions. That's the answer to the question. CZ Binance, many non-Japanese may not understand the significance of this. Taotao and Z Corp are subsidiaries of Yahoo Japan. Yahoo Japan has been independent from Yahoo US for a long, long time and is doing well. It is 48% owned by SoftBank. Couldn't ask for a better partner than Taotao in Japan. So CZ Binance going into Japan. Then there's this from I Am Legion, who's a definite follow if you don't follow him. Yahoo Japan, greater than 48% owned by SoftBank, in talks with Binance. Yahoo Japan, SoftBank, Line, Binance, SBI, which owns 10.5% of Ripple. Do I need to say more? Okay, and then there's this from Michelle Vandenberg, sent me a couple of things. From Cryptopolis, another definite follow. Retail closures up 34% in 2019 affect cash plus CC deposits at banks, which affect bank liquidity and reserve requirements, which is one reason the banks went heavily to the repo market last September and sent overnight rates to 10%. And he's got a graphic here of these retail store closures. I'm having flashbacks to the financial crisis, folks, and you should too. And this is, let's give Love for Crypto. If you don't follow Love for Crypto, great follow. Annie's got a channel, Love for Crypto on YouTube. Go give them a subscribe. Yellow Nation, I don't know. Okay, I do follow them. They say, so basically, this is a video of Christine Lagarde. Let's see, that's a 1 minute. Maybe I'll show that too. Why not? So basically here, Ms. Lagarde, it says the central banks need to print more money to prop up the growth until they are ready to move to the new reformed financial sector, which was undergoing a major reset then. So let's go back.
Reset. We're seeing as necessary going forward a reset in the area of monetary policies. We believe that quantitative easing and the accommodating monetary policies that have been adopted so far should be continued up until such point where growth is well anchored in those economies, and this is not yet the case everywhere. Reset in the sense that once it is well anchored, then those accommodating monetary policies have to be reformulated, have to move either back into their old territories or be more traditional or be maybe of a different kind, and I'm sure central bankers around here will be able to comment on that. But that's first reset. Second reset is the one that Mark is I hope, going to talk about, which is the financial sector reform and regulatory environment that is clearly undergoing a major reset at the moment. And the final reset, which is my last word, Martin, is those structural reforms that are necessary in all corners of the world.
There you go. Thank you, Love, for crypto. All right. I also wanted to do, this is XRP Crypto Wolf. He has been a major helper to this channel and all kinds of great information over the last couple of years. So I wanted to give him props right here and a shout out. XRP community, thank you so much for all of your love and support. My research news will always be free to everyone, so my Patreon is only if you want to show me some love and support. I appreciate all of you that sign up to my Patreon. Here's his Patreon group. Go give him a sign up. He's a very smart guy, good guy. Finally, this is the last day. In the description of all of my videos, you get a 20% discount on all the Ledger products with the coupon code that's in the description of my video. They opened it up to 200 people only, so it's almost over as far as the people as well. And also, it closes today. It's the last day of the sale. So if you still need a Ledger Nano S and haven't done it, today's the final day to do it. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that today is the last day for the 20% off Ledger Nano S sale in the description of all my videos. Thank you for listening.